Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to change the transmission fluid in your 2011 Hyundai Accent. So if we have a look over here, we can see that the fluid has been not changed in quite some time. So I bought the car with 60,000 kilometers on it, and in this video it now has 240,000 kilometers. This video is actually about a year old, or actually maybe a year and a half old. I bought it before I bought my new house, so hair's quite a bit shorter and I'm quite a bit fatter. So here we have a look at this bolt here on the passenger side. You're going to want to remove that. It'll be slightly different to the oil, to the motor oil, the transmission fluid. There'll be like a little bit of a divot in it, whereas the motor oil, you will see it's on a flat end, but with this one you'll see that it kind of divots rather than being on a corner. So you want to remove that bolt, not the other one. Let all the fluid drain out. This will take some time, so just be patient. You want to make sure to run the car for a little bit first so it gets nice and warm. But yeah, as you can see, the fluid's not meant to be that color at all. So it's done probably, that fluid's probably done at least 130, 140,000 Ks. No, more actually. You've probably done more like 170. So yeah, just let that drain out. Once you've taken off that bolt, make sure to keep the washer handy when you're removing the oil bolt, and make sure to responsibly get rid of your oil, as I've done here. So all I do is I just pour my oil into all the oil containers that I have. I just keep those around. They're about the right size and they're for the oil, so I do not use them for anything else. And you can just take it to the tip after that. Try not to spill as much as I did. I did a terrible job of spilling that into the funnel, but hey, do as I say, not as I do, you know? So I just went over here and did a bit of a voice over the whole video, because once I rewatched it all, I was like, I can't use most of this. So yeah, just take those down to the old tip. Nobody wants to see that in their backyard. You would be using about, it doesn't actually take that much fluid to change the transmission fluid in one of these vehicles. So if you buy a 1-2 litre jug of fluid, then you could probably flush it and change it. You could probably flush it twice and change the fluid. I only flushed it once, just because I live life dangerously. You'll see I tried to use this little hand pump at first, because I misjudged how wide the dipstick hole was going to be, but once I actually got it going, I could actually just use a normal funnel. But let's just laugh at me failing to use the wrong equipment for a second. And just make sure that that's nice and tight down there, the bolt, before I start putting new fluid in. But yeah, I try to get it to pump through. It's just not pumping through for whatever reason. So after a little bit of perseverance, we go through and we change to a funnel. Yep, not working. So yeah, my apologies for lack of tripod. Like I said, I actually recorded this a year and a half ago, but I found this footage on my phone and I thought I should probably do something with this, as there's probably somebody out there who really wants to learn specifically how to change the transmission fluid on this car. And have a quick cursory glance at YouTube. There isn't anything for this exact year of model, so I should probably put something out there to help people out. So you just put the new fluid straight into the hole where the dipstick goes. We're very lucky on this car to have that. Not all the cars have that. Most cars have a sealed system, and you've got to kind of use special fluid bags. We don't have to, but they've been selling them a lot lately. But what you want is just to fill up from that point. Check it every so often, because like I said, it won't take much. You'd be really surprised of how little fluid actually goes into a transmission change. So yeah, it's just about just topping it up and just keeping an eye on the dipstick constantly as you change it, as you top it up. 12 kilometers away, one way to the local service station, local servo, and I've grabbed myself Monster Energy drink. Universal drink for people who don't service a car for 140,000 Ks.
Little video I made in between the
yeah,
changes.
So we're going to head back home and probably drop the oil again. And yeah, that should be it.
Alright, so obviously just jack the car up again and just do exactly what you did moments before, but again, so once you've done that first changeover, especially if you let it get black like I did, make sure not to do that again. Is you just want to jack it up and crack the bolt, and then just essentially do it once more, and this will kind of help pick up any of the shit sitting around the filter, around you know, just hanging around the system. That'll help get some of the black stuff out. You'll see, even though I just changed it, it won't be the same color. You know, so here I am. I'm having a look at the
pretty much all black.
The transmission fluid I just put in, and you can still see it's got a bit of a black tinge to it.
So
that's because it's picked up all the sludge, all that stuff that's sitting around. So you can see it's more or less still red, but you can see it's not the same colour it came out of the fluid container as.
But yeah, so at least one flush is.
And that's just one of the drawbacks of not changing your fluid for about 200 or 170,000 Ks.
Pouring that into there, not super complicated, that one.
And again, you just top up the fluid as you go. Make sure to keep checking it. Make sure to keep an eye on it. Make sure not to overfill it, because it'll make the pump work too hard, and then you can overload the pump and cause a problem in there, or you can stuff up your transmission. So yeah, make sure to really keep an eye on it as you fill it, not to overfill it, and just keep dipping the dipstick in. You know, it's as simple as that. It should only be about a half an hour job, even with changing over. After the first changeover, I ran it for about 20 kilometers, just to really try and get the fluid all around there. So yeah, I hope this helped. If you do like the video, please like and subscribe. It really does help. Not that I'm looking to do this as a job anytime soon, but it does really help.